Good morning, fellow bear market Bitcoiners. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'd like to talk you through to some data points that we can extract from the previous Bitcoin cycles and look what we can expect in the coming year or year and a half, somewhere like that. So let's go jump straight into the content because yeah, what we're looking for right now is this is the 13 bull market top, and let's just measure the high from the low to the bear market bottom, which was here, which is an 86% drop. After that, you could see we were hovering. This is pretty much yeah, a bear market low, which happened for 639 days. Yeah. And then after that, we saw some green coming up and we were moving up again, which is quite interesting. So 86%, right? Let's just jump in and look at the 2018 bull market top and bottom. So 86% was the first. Let's just look right here. They're 84% in 455 days. This would have been the bear market bottom and going up, but then we had right here, we had the COVID crash, which was bought up immediately, as you can see by the wick right there. So, but there was an 84% drop. If we take it to the COVID crash thing, it's 821 days. So, but this was originally the bottom. 83, 86. So where we're at now, let's just see. We'll take the top at 68, 69-ish and try to drag it through. We're now at a 74% drop. If we take it all the way back to the 83, 84 range, then we're around 10 and 11K region. So if we look at it percentage-wise, then yeah, there we have some dropping left to go, but that's not the only thing you can measure, because we've also calculated the days, 600 and 400. We're now at 200 days, and that's a little short, I guess. But what you can also see if we zoom out at the 2013 bear market is if we draw a line right here. Let's just put in a horizontal ray that's better, like this. Then you can see that we've never reached the previous all-time high or tested it again. Yeah, that was in the 2017. And where we're at right now is where this blue line is where we had the previous bull market high right here at 20K, 19.6K. And what you can see is that we're testing it right now. The 1900K is, 19,000K is being bought up. Yeah, so let's just wait to see. So percentage-wise, we still have some room left to go on the downside. If we look at data like the previous all-time high being hit, that's first. So yeah, we can extract some data out of that, but it's not significant to see. And each bear market cycle, bull market cycle is different. That's we're just looking for confluence and see what we can find in the data and what the data is telling us. So yeah, basically we're in a 3 month low right now, and this monthly candle is almost closing. It's closing in 14 hours. And let's just see if we can get supported by the previous 2017 all-time high, which seems likely to me, but yeah, you never know, of course. So what do you do in a bear market? Like trading wise, if I haven't sold all my Bitcoin at the top, so I'm at unrealized loss right now. Unrealized loss is my positions are at a loss at this time. My average is at a loss, but it's unrealized because I haven't sold my Bitcoin, right? So if let's make an example. If you bought one Bitcoin at 40K, right? And you buy another Bitcoin at 20K, then you've got two Bitcoins with an average price of 30K, right? That sounds obvious, right? So by doubling down on your position, you can lower your entry price and eventually try to pull out at 30 at a no loss and no gain investment, right? So no losses, no gains. What you can also do is if you bought one Bitcoin at 40K and you buy two Bitcoin at 20K, then you got three Bitcoins with a total market of $80,000, and then your average is a little lower again. So that's how you can trade momentum trading, and yeah, that's quite interesting because yeah, it is doubling down, and you can do that on a smaller scale on the hourly time frame. That's what I do with leverage trading, and with my positions, my holding positions, I can also double down. But you have to have the fiat for that. So what is the market doing? Let's look at some on-chain metrics. This is a very nice website. If you haven't subscribed there, it's free. You just need to sign up with your email address. And then it's cryptoquant.com. You can find a lot of analysis on that. And it is really interesting to see what on-chain metrics is all about, because yeah, the blockchain is transparent and it doesn't lie. So what can we see? More investors are selling at a loss in the middle of a bear market. It can indicate a market bottom. We could also say that the 19.2K right here could be a bottom because it's the previous all-time high, and we've never seen the bear market go lower than the previous all-time high. But there's a first for everything, right? So we don't know exactly what, but this is an indicator that a bottom could be reached. Long-term holders movement in the last 7 days were lower than the average. They have a motive to hold their coins. So not a lot of volume in both the seller side, selling pressure, right? Investors are in a capitulation phase where they are currently facing unrealized losses, just like us, most of us, I think. It indicates that the decreasing motive to realize loss from unrealized to realized, which leads to a decrease in selling pressure. Which is also interesting because, like me, I don't like losses, and yeah, it's an unrealized loss that we're at right now. So if you sell right now, you'll make it a realized loss. If you just hodl and keep and build up your positions and buy even more, if you have the fiat for that, of course, then you can lower your average price for Bitcoin. If you don't calculate your average price of buying in Bitcoin or in any or any other cryptocurrency, then you should start doing that right away, because it gives you insight in how big are your losses right now. Um, are they acceptable? Can I keep buying more? Should I sell because I need some fiat? How much should I be selling in order to decrease the amount of realized losses? And that's something you should really do. If you don't already, then you should start doing that today. You can see in your wallet how much you paid for how many Bitcoin, and just chart that in an Excel sheet or numbers if you have a Mac like me. And you should create that insight for yourself, because then you know exactly how much of a loss you are. So you don't calculate it by the all-time high, but calculate it by how much you have invested and how much you haven't lost, um, or its unrealized loss is only starting from the your average buying price and not from the market tops, right? So you could call it your market top, because we would have wanted to call the top and sell everything there and buying back right now. That would be a 3x your amount of Bitcoin, but that's not always possible. Everyone like to predict the top and the bottom, but that's impossible. Total number of coins transferred has increased by 16% compared to yesterday, which is interesting because um, the transfer volume is higher, but that could also mean transferring from the exchange to the hard wallet or cold storage, right? The number of active wallets used to send and receive coins has increased by 2% compared by yesterday, which isn't that interesting. We saw in other charts that I showed in previous videos that the amount of addresses holding Bitcoin, active addresses, is rising again, and that's on a year-to-year basis. So what you could do is you could just sit on it, on your Bitcoin, and just wait until your Bitcoin goes back into profit. If you have fiat, you could buy in smaller amounts or dollar cost average, buy every week or every month, and don't look at the price, but that also brings your average price lower, of course, especially when we're at lower than 68, 69K right now. So you could also sell. You could sell your unrealized loss and make it a realized loss. And what I would definitely not advise anyone is to buy heavily into altcoins right now. It is a very likely chance that your favorite altcoin right now is not existing anymore when the bear market ends. So I really wouldn't do that, and that's basically it. I wouldn't do that. I would just wait until the Bitcoin dominance, which is at 43% right now, is at 60 right here. Yes, 72 to 73. Then I will sell some Bitcoin and jump heavily into altcoins. But right now, the possibility that your favorite altcoin right now isn't existing anymore, that is there's a high likelihood to that. So be careful with going in altcoins right now. We just have to wait until there's a bottom, and then you'll be a little late on your altcoins, which doesn't matter, because altcoins can 10, 20, 30x your money. Bitcoin will not do that in a year, and your altcoins can, but it could also 20, 30x your losses, of course. So I still have altcoins in my wallets, in my portfolio, and they're at a loss as well. Or not every coin, but some of them are. and I'll just keep hodling them. I could also sell them, but the altcoins I'm heavily invested in aren't the smaller market cap ones. Those aren't the meme coins. Those aren't. Those are like ADA, VeChain, BNB, Ethereum, if you can call that an altcoin. Let's see. I have some Chainlink, stuff like that. The bigger coins that are around for longer, that also have survived a previous bear market. Those are the altcoins I'm in right now, and I'll still leave that unrealized loss on some of those coins and just leave it like that. So the most likely thing is that, which I showed you in the previous video, is that will have a bear market until the first quarter or second quarter of 2024. So what you can do is you can wait until you see that 86% price drop. Yeah, right here, it's around 10K. You could wait for that and then go all in. But the chances are that you will miss the boat, and that you will be buying back at 30 or 40K. Then it's better, in my opinion, to buy back in somewhere in the 20K range or below 20K, which is nice, of course. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Trading wise, on a daily or hourly basis is something I'm not doing right now. I'm standing on the sidelines. I'm just trying to build up my portfolio. I'm not comfortable going into a small short right now, or a 2x leverage short right now, because I really do believe that it's very important that we close this month above the 19.2K. And if we do so, I think we will be ranging somewhere between this red box right here is on the weekly time frame and the daily time frame, but I think we'll probably be hovering around for a year or so, something like this. Something like this. Maybe touch it a little bit, maybe peak a little up, but this is the most likely scenario for the future. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents, of course. I'm trying to prevent you from making the mistakes one could make and I've made earlier. So don't jump into altcoins. If you should do your own research, of course. So you don't have to take my word for it. If you want to go in your favorite altcoin and you want to push everything into your altcoin, then you can build stacks, but chances are that they go to zero. We've seen a lot of examples going to zero the last couple of weeks. So I would just be careful, and I would want you to be careful. So, well, that's it for today. If you have any questions or any remarks, please leave a comment in the comment section on this video. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, you could certainly consider doing so. And for now, I would like to thank you for your time and have a very nice day. Thanks. Bye.